Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your brother YT. Wake 'em up, back at it again with another video. People are homeless, living in their cars because they cannot afford rent, or they just refuse to pay rent. They refuse to renew their lease. They don't want to pay rent no more. They think it's too high. They rather stack, save, live in a car. If it works for you, I am happy for you. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well.
I shared yesterday that I've moved into my Subaru because I refuse to sign another lease and give tens of thousands of dollars to millionaire property management companies that I hate. Fuck capitalism. So here are some answers to questions that you guys had about how I'm doing this. Question was, where do I shower? I know a lot of people get gym memberships. I haven't done that yet because I haven't needed to do that. I'm in a little bit of a special situation where my family lives pretty close by where I'm at. They're like 40 minutes away and they live on a boat now. And so I have access to like the marina showers. I just need their key fob. And so I've gone over there a few times and taken a shower. Also, because this is Washington, there's tons of options for free public showers. For example, I'm going to show you where I'm at right now. This is the shower at the state park that I'm at right now. So this is where I've taken a shower for the last week. And the reason why I've stayed here as long as I have is because of this. Right there, that's a pavilion that I can work in. There's plugins all along the back. And then over there, free Wi-Fi, like free, like really good Wi-Fi. I also have a 5G signal here. View of the beach. They also have water spigot with free potable water. So this is a really nice state park. Not all state parks are like this. This one is funded by BP because there's a plant right by here. So I've been here for a little bit, but there's other options. I'll probably just get a gym membership once I leave this area. But for now, this works. Next question.
State parks, that's definitely an option. That's something I don't hear people talking about. The free Wi-Fi, and you can take a shower. Sometimes they have fees. A lot of times they have fees for the ones that allow you to stay overnight, I should say. But sometimes they don't. She said her family lives on a boat. That don't seem too bad unless a storm comes or something like that. I remember during Hurricane Milton, the guy was staying on a boat. And, his only option was to go through the storm because that's his house. He couldn't leave his house, is what he was saying.
Was how do I work? Just have this guy. It's just an inverter that I plug in when I'm driving around. I have my laptop charged, or I go to a place where I can charge it. And then I either connect to free Wi-Fi. There's at libraries, state parks sometimes. Sometimes I just connect to my phone, but I do have a Subaru that has the option of adding Wi-Fi. I think it's like, I don't know if it's Starlink or if it's just Wi-Fi through AT&T. I need to look into it because once I leave this area, I'm probably going to need to get that. Starlink is probably going to be the best option if I want to be out where there's no cell service and still be able to work.
True. Starlink is definitely an option. Starlink, you can pretty much get they got two plans. They got the one where it connects the satellite because it's satellite internet. They connect it to your house. Then they have the one that you could pretty much use anywhere, even off grid. You could be in the middle of nowhere and it'll work. That's the type that you want if you are living in your car, or if you plan on living off grid. That's the kind that you want. If you plan on traveling, that's the kind that you want. Starlink. That's probably the best option for reliable internet for somebody that needs it, that doesn't have a stable home outside of personal hotspot, things of that sort. But Starlink would be better.
How do I cook? Let me show you. I usually cook right here in the back of my car. I've got a very simple setup. I'm probably gonna get a Coleman 2-burner just so that I have a bigger space and more burners to cook. But right now I'm literally just using my camping stove, my jet boil, or the generic version of it. I use that to boil water for making coffee in the morning, things like that. If I'm cooking something else, like for example, for lunch today, I cooked hot dogs and I cooked them in here and just held it over the fire. And then I've also got just a lot of stuff that is like instant stuff, like mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, those same size mac and cheese things. So that's what I've been eating. Lots of tacos too. I like carnitas, and then I have all the fixins to make myself tacos. So it's just easy, quick meals like that until I get to the point where I have, propane burner and can cook. And then as far as where I keep the food, I have an Igloo Overland cooler that fits perfectly right here. It is just the right height where I can pop this open right here, and I can still open it up really deep. Actually, I can fit a lot of stuff in here. There's a bunch of meat that's under this down here in the ice, and then I've got this little tray that I keep like veggies and stuff that I don't want sitting down in the water. And I can usually keep 3 days worth of food in here, and the ice stays usually for about 3 days as well. Next question was, don't I feel unsafe? Like as a single solo woman sleeping out by myself? And no, I don't. Now, I sleep with these back windows open most nights. I have these covered and the front window covered, but I sleep with my back windows open with just a mesh screen, and I have never felt unsafe. Do I sleep with a really big knife next to me? Absolutely. Like right next to my fucking head. Try me. Like I fucking dare you. But no, Smart. I'm not afraid. I honestly feel safer being out, you know, at a park or out on BLM land, out by a creek, listening to the rushing water, the rain falling on the roof. Like I am much happier and feel more safe and secure when I'm in the car. Now that
Yeah, see, she's choosing good locations. Parks out by the creek, like she said. She is not talking about staying in random parking lots or on random streets to where she could get potentially, could be somebody just looking to carjack her, or somebody just looking to steal a car and then they happen to stumble across somebody in the car. If you're in a safe location, then that will be better because you are less likely to run into people that are trying to, you know, take your car. Most times it's probably just her, maybe a few other people that are in the same boat as her, or just looking to have somewhere to, you know, somewhere to sleep while they're commuting from one town to the next.
doesn't mean there haven't been moments where I'm like, The other day I was moving everything around, was reorganizing the car, and this guy walked up behind me as I was bent over, like from outside the vehicle. I was bent over into the car. He walks up right behind me and he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am, did you lose your phone?" And it like startled me to the point I like turned around and was like, "What the fuck? What are you like? Why are you that close to me?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just reorganizing." He's like, "Oh, I was going to let you know, like if you give me your number, like I can call it and help you find it." Like, no, dude, I'm not giving you my number. Goodbye. Like, there have been moments like that where it's just like men being like weird and uncomfortable in that way. There were a couple times where I was, there's once or twice I slept at a truck stop, Pilot, and the truckers, there were a couple of them that had made some weird comments to me and were giving me that look like just, you can tell when somebody's fucking watching you in that, like you're a meal to them kind of way. It was a little uncomfortable, but it's fine. I just left and went slept somewhere else. Next question is, why don't I just get a van or a trailer? And the reason for that is because, number one, far more expensive. To insure it is more expensive. The gas is more expensive. This thing gets great gas mileage. It's small. I can take it off-roading because it's all-wheel drive. I can fit into small spaces that bigger vehicles cannot whenever I'm, you know, out on BLM land. And also, it's more difficult to stealth camp. Like, if I want to sleep in a city and just put all my window coverings up, nobody knows that I'm in here. Nobody's going to think that somebody is living in this vehicle. But if you have a huge rig, you know, a big van, you're more likely to be questioned and it's more difficult to find parking. And there's just a million reasons. So for right.
Yeah, that's more obvious. That is way more obvious if you have the trailer attached to the back. You know, if you in an RV, even a van, a Sprinter or something like that, that's more obvious. Like, okay, it's probably somebody sleeping in here. With a car or a SUV, you could just set up shop anywhere and people might not know. They might just think that you're parked. I agree. It has its benefits to it, and it's better on gas too.
Now, this is good. He asked, what do I do for mail? I already had a mailbox near where my parents live. That was where I was getting mail to because I was kind of bouncing around and was at a couple different places and wasn't sure where I was going to land. So I already have a mailbox there. Like, that's where all of my mail is sent to anyways. So yes, I still get mail there and have no problem. I just go by, you know, once every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, if I don't have anything being shipped there. So that's that. And then, of course, I was asked multiple times, where do I sleep? I have no problem sleeping in a Walmart parking lot if I need to, or sleeping in a Pilot or whatever, but I really prefer to be out like in the middle of nowhere. Yes, during the week, whenever I need to have cell service, at least until I get Starlink, I have to be in a more populated area, but luckily, there are apps like iOverlander where people will post great locations where you can camp overnight for free. It has really helped me out whenever I'm in like a new area that I'm not super familiar with. I have actually found this location because of iOverlander. So if you are somebody that's living in a vehicle or, wanting to find great camping spots or even places to take a shower, to find Wi-Fi, all of that is marked on those maps. And it's
All right, that's a gem. Take notes. iOverlander. See, you probably learned something now because I didn't know about iOverlander. Seems to be very convenient. An app that you will want to have. That way you can save time doing research. You don't have to really. You can just go on the app, find places to park, sleep, shower. iOverlander. Head over to there and check them out. I'm talking like this is a sponsor. It's not, but I dang near might download the app just to see what's what.
It's been really helpful as I'm transitioning from living in a home to living in my car. What am I going to do come winter? So Washington, Pacific Northwest in general, really doesn't get that cold. It's only about a month and a half where it gets down to like near freezing. But generally speaking, it stays between 50 and 70 degrees the majority of the year. There's a possibility I will go down to California for a couple of months and spend some time with friends that are down there during the coldest of months here. But I honestly think that I would do just fine with a heated blanket and maybe a heater if I need it, but I doubt it. I want to say that like the West Coast, especially the Pacific Northwest, this is the best place to do something like this. They are very friendly to people living in their vehicles. It is common here. Please don't mess with you. Most people have no problem with it. This is a very, camper friendly, outdoor recreation friendly area. And so I think it's going to be good. I've loved it so far.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's probably common out there. The whole West Coast in general. It's a little more common than somewhere in like the Midwest or probably down south. They might look at you like, what are you doing? Or what is she doing? Out there, it's more people out there that are chasing their dreams and living in their cars. More people that travel to California on road trips. More hippie-like people that this concept won't be foreign. Whatever you want to call it. More people that's open to the idea, more open to the concept. More people that are involved in van life, car life, RV life. You get me? All right, fam. Let me know what y'all think about the idea of living in your car life, van life. Let me know what you think about the idea. Are you open to it? Is it something you'd be looking to do to save money on rent? Or would you rather just keep paying for an apartment or paying that high mortgage? You let me know. I bet you there will be an influx of people that want to do it, but they might not be brave enough to take that risk. Shout out to everybody living in the van, living in the car, doing van life, car life. It's real interesting. On Instagram, on YouTube. You can start a whole YouTube channel doing van life too. A lot of people blow up doing it. They're able to make an income stream too. Yeah, drop a comment below. Appreciate your peace.